It's your man Dustin Lundberg from LTLHockey.com here with a new video blog. We are relaunching the website LTLHockey.com. For those who don't know, we took a year hiatus, but we're coming back. And as part of our relaunch, we are going to introduce video blogs and podcast. Podcast involving my man Kendall Grubbs, co-creator. And we're embarking on a whole new social media thing, whatever. You know, our blog before existed with just words and typing and writing things. But we're going to interact with all of y'all. And for our first video blog, as a Detroit Red Wings fan, I want to tackle a subject close to my heart because he's so new. Daniel Alfredsson. Daniel Alfredsson signed a $5.5 million contract for 1 year to play for Detroit. And I love it. But I hate it at the same time. Don't get it twisted. Stevie Y, Nick Lidstrom, they started their career somewhere, built a legacy, and they retired there. And I wish Alfredsson would have done the same. But he got screwed. It has been noted throughout his tenure with the Ottawa Senators, Daniel Alfredsson, he's been there 18 years, something along those lines. He has taken less money on every contract that he has signed, way less money that he would have earned somewhere else. And there's actually rumors floating that there's times where he actually deferred his paycheck for a week or two so other people could get paid because the ownership is inept and couldn't pay things. Wow. When's the last time you heard of an NFL player or NBA player doing something like that? No. It's not going to happen. No. So my man is a model citizen in Ottawa. He just recently held a press conference where he explained his decision to leave Ottawa to go to Detroit. Well, the story starts, in 2009, my man signed a contract for 4 years, totaling $19.5 million. All right. 18.5 of that comes in the first 3 years. That leaves you with a year of $1 million. He admits in this press conference that management approached him and said, hey, can we tack on an extra year for $1 million to lower the cap hit? That way it helps the team out, and you're probably going to retire before that year starts. Yeah, that's cool. Well, when that season ended, he came back and said, you know what, I kind of want to play, and I'll play for the $1 million. But we need to have a gentleman's agreement that if I play for that $1 million, you're going to have to compensate me for it. I'm going to want an extension for a year or two, and whatever you give me is going to have to compensate me for that 1 year played at $1 million. Well, my man still wants to play, and the Ottawa Senators gave him a $4.5 million offer. You know, given his leadership intangibles, you know, Landeskog just got signed to a huge deal because of his intangibles. 4.5 for Alfredsson, like, it's fair, but if you're trying to give him back pay and pay him for a contract that you underpaid him on, the 4.5 is kind of a stretch. It's kind of a stretch. Like, I'd be pissed too. You know, my man made more than that all the other years in his contract. Like, why would you just take that when the organization owes you something for giving back? Well, he sat on it, and he got other offers from Detroit. Detroit offered him a $5.5 million deal for 1 year. And according to his agent, you know, Ottawa Senators didn't want to budge. At this point, Brian Murray's probably furious, and he goes back to Eugene Melnyk and says, hey, don't be a cheap ass. Okay, at that point, Melnyk whips out the checkbook and says, oh, we'll give Alfredsson a blank check. You know what I mean? Just sign him to wherever you got to. Whatever he comes back with from another club, just sign him. Just sign him. You know, it's fine. We'll take care of him. Well, through the agent, J.P. Barry, Alfredsson never came back because he felt slighted. And if you're the Ottawa Senators, and if you had a blank check and you were willing to pay whatever it took to keep him there, you'd have just paid it. Pay in the first place. Don't be an idiot about it. Don't stretch his balls and then give him the money he wants. If you're willing to pay that for someone who's been there for 18 years and is your leader and got you to the second round of the playoffs last year and a Stanley Cup final 5 years ago, whatever, just pay it. Like, and they're under the salary cap. They're under the salary cap. I mean, yeah, they got Bobby Ryan and all that nonsense, but they're still well under the salary cap. Pay the man. Pay the man. They say that in the NFL all the time. Pay the man. In his defense, Alfredsson said he's probably doing Ottawa a favor because, he's freeing up a roster spot for a young kid. And if you watched their team last year, they had a bunch of injuries to main players, starting players, and the young kids came up and did well. But at the same time, he said, going to the Red Wings is a new chapter, a new challenge. And he's willing to move his whole family. It's like, dude, you're going there for 1 year. You're going to move your family for a year? I don't know. But in conclusion, don't hate on Alfredsson. If you're from Ottawa or if you're a Sens fan, Alfie fan, don't hate on him, man. The organization kind of gave him a backhanded compliment. They wanted to get him on the cheap. You can't get your 18-year tenured player on the cheap. You can't do it. He went elsewhere. And it's fine because the Ottawa Senators got Bobby Ryan, and they're going to be fine. With all the young guys, Spets is going to be back. It's going to be fine. But don't hate on Daniel Alfredsson. Keep hitting us up on LTLHockey.com for more video blogs, future podcasts. We're launching a 30-team team preview series where we analyze who's in, who's out, future prospects, written by your man Kendall Grubbs. And I hope to accompany those with video blogs such as this one, where I provide my commentary and analysis, whatever. Hit us up on Twitter, LTL Hockey. I'm Dustin Lundberg for LTL Hockey. I'm out. Thanks for watching.